time, I would come to learn a hard Miami lesson. Every pleasure has a price.
Corina, Laura, Tania, welcome.
Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Jeff in Las Vegas. Nice to meet you three. Wow, congratulations on a great series. Man, it's full of everything. I can't even, it was just explosive. Had humor in it. It had, action. It had darkness. So it's amazing that a show could just wrap all that up in one series, but it did. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Corina, your character has growing pains. She's finding her voice politically. How does this affect her relationship with her father and her family?
Oof, I think it definitely it it puts a pull on her and Ramon's relationship for sure. I think that they definitely disagree, but at the end of it, I think that they always come to an understanding because of how much they care for each other. I think that Valeria and Ramon really at the end of the day really try to understand each other and try to relax a little bit on what they believe to so that the other person's really happy. Yeah.
And Laura, tell us about your character in the series.
I play Janice Nichols, who works at the nightclub at the infamous Mutiny Hotel in Miami in the late 1970s. And I work very closely with Roman Compte. I manage all of the Mutiny girls. And I've got this interesting backstory that's very dark and she's quite damaged from that, but she's really recreated herself as this fabulous woman who essentially runs the nightclub. And it was a really interesting kind of juxtaposition to play with. And the relationship that she has with Roman is quite deep. She really believes that she owes her life to him. And it's really interesting to see how that plays out and the lengths that she'll go to protect him.
Yeah, because the nightclub is where it all happens, and it takes all kinds and all types that come through that club, doesn't it?
Yeah, and she's willing and ready to deal with them all.
And Tania, tell us about your character in the series.
So I play Marisol. Marisol is Roman's girlfriend and stepmother to Valeria. She's a very intelligent Spanish teacher. She has been in the United States for a few years. She meets Roman. She falls in love. And at the beginning of the show, you're going to see she has everything she wants in life. She's a very loving, caring person. I think the character starts being a bit challenged, feeling like there's a big challenge ahead as soon as Nestor Cabal enters their lives. And she starts seeing how Roman is changing. And he is starting to change into a man that's not quite the man she fell in love with. And that's going to be a big conflict for her. Also, her having to step in because she knows she's not the biological mother of Valeria. So she knows she cannot interfere too much. But I think as the show goes on, she's like, I think I need to take a step forward because I really need to protect this kid. I don't think she's safe.
Now, the series takes place in the late 70s in Miami, but of course, Miami doesn't look like that anymore. So I understand you guys went to the Dominican Republic.
Yes,
we did.
Was that caught in time that looks like Miami in the late 70s?
Yeah, I think they went and did a location recce there, and they were amazed by how many different looks they could get that really did encapsulate that 1970s Miami. Because Miami now, as you say, the skyline has changed, so we couldn't film there. But it doubles so well as Miami, and they also have this great studio there that we built the interiors of the nightclub and some of the hotel rooms. And we had an amazing time filming there, and we really bonded, all staying together in this resort, kind of tucked away from anything. So we only had each other, and it was, I think that really bleeds into the screen, those relationships that we and bond.
And does it help to put on the costumes and the attire and hear the music? And does your character come out? Because, hey, you're back in 1978, right, Corina?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Just like the first time. No, Yeah, honestly, when I put on my wardrobe and my makeup and my hair, and I have my little playlist that I made for Valeria with 70s music, I look in the mirror and I see her, and you step onto set and you see the amazing set they created, and you work with amazing talent, and and
We didn't get to
we
work
didn't get to work
together.
together, but hopefully season 2. You just step into that world.
Yeah. And Tanya casting 2 Cuban Americans for the leads. Doesn't that add to the authenticity of the series?
Definitely, but not just them. I mean, obviously them, they're driving the show, and the show is mostly about you know, the conflict with Cuba and United States, and I think much deeper than that, not just the political side, but also like the emotional side of being somewhere where you're not really from, in a way. But not just them. We have cast from Mexico, Venezuela, Colombia, and everybody owns their own authenticity and identity from their culture. And that's also something very interesting from the show, is that we were always very welcome to bring in our own experiences and what we know from our own culture.
Well, ladies, congratulations on an amazing series. Hope for season 2, because the 1980s is where it really all begins, right?
Right? Yeah.
So until then, congratulations, and let's talk again soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.